What if I told you that in the Philippines there are families so wealthy they could buy entire cities, reshape skylines, and even influence the nation's future with a single decision? Their businesses reach from your favorite fast food meal to the malls you shop in and the banks holding your money. While millions of Filipinos struggle with rising prices, these families are quietly stacking billions. The question is, who are these families? Join us as we explore the 14 richest families in the Philippines you may not know about. And trust us, the last few will leave you speechless. The COJUANCO clan. The name COJUANCO carries power, politics, and plenty of controversy. This family is practically woven into the fabric of Philippine history. Once led by the late Eduardo Danding COJUANCO Jr., the COJUANCOs had their hands on the steering wheel of San Miguel Corporation, one of the biggest conglomerates in Southeast Asia. San Miguel is no longer just about beer. It has evolved into a massive empire that controls food, fuel, infrastructure, power plants, and even toll roads. While Danding passed away in 2020, his influence is still felt. His heirs continue to hold slices of the San Miguel pie, though management has largely shifted under Ramon Ang. Still, the COJUANCO name carries that aura of old money power. They have been kingmakers in politics, with ties reaching into Malacanang itself. A reminder that wealth in the Philippines is not just about pesos, but also about influence. Here is the kicker. While their reported net worth hovers around the $1 billion mark, what is harder to measure is the shadow wealth, the vast land holdings, political clout, and behind-the-scenes influence they have accumulated for generations. Some say the COJUANCOs are not just rich, they are practically untouchable. And while the COJUANCOs represent old wealth, the next family on our list stands on the other side of the bridge. The Tan Dynasty, Andrew Tan and family. Worth around $1.8 billion, this family practically controls almost everything connected to the day-to-day lives of Filipinos, from the places they live and work to the food they eat, the malls they shop in, and even the drinks they toast with. The Tan Empire has quietly woven itself into the everyday rhythm of the nation. At the forefront of the family's fortune is Andrew Tan, a man who represents the modern self-made billionaire story. Andrew Tan's life is often painted as a rags-to-riches tale, and in many ways, it truly is. He grew up the son of a factory worker, but built an empire through sheer determination. So, how did he do it? The answer is diversification. By founding Megaworld Corporation, Tan transformed vast plots of land into glittering townships like Eastwood City and McKinley Hill. These are not just real estate projects. They are self-contained cities with condos, malls, offices, and nightlife. From there, Tan expanded through Emperador Inc., the liquor giant that owns the world's best-selling brandy. Yes, you heard that right. Filipinos helped make Emperador a global phenomenon. If that is not enough, the Tan family also owns Alliance Global Group, which has stakes in Resorts World Manila, McDonald's Philippines, and other ventures. The family practically controls how Filipinos live, work, eat, and party. But if you think $1.8 billion is impressive, wait until you see who is next. The LUCIO TAN family. If there is one name that screams empire, it is the LUCIO TAN family, the force behind LT Group and Allied Banking Corp. Their wealth and success stem from LUCIO TAN, who rose from working as a janitor to becoming one of the most powerful tycoons in the country. Today, the Tan family is worth close to $2.9 billion, and their businesses are everywhere. Through the LT Group, the family dominates tobacco, alcohol, and banking. They own Philippine Airlines, which means every time someone flies the nation's flag carrier, they are riding the Tan family's legacy. There is also Asia Brewery, which produces drinks from beer to bottled water, and PNB, one of the country's oldest banks. From here, it is easy to understand how powerful the family is. And power also comes with luxury. The Tan family enjoys exclusive estates and luxury properties in Manila and abroad, with mansions that blend opulence and privacy. Travel is their ultimate privilege. With control of Philippine Airlines, they can fly in private suites on their own jets, jetting off for shopping in Paris or retreats in world-class resorts. Talk about real wealth, right? The COJUANCO family, the Mercury drug fortune. Now, this one might surprise you because while you do not often see their faces in headlines, you definitely know their brand. We are talking about the COJUANCO family, who own Mercury Drug, the largest pharmacy chain in the country. It was founded in 1945 by Mariano Quay. Today, the family's wealth is estimated at $3.6 billion. But here is the thing. Unlike flashier dynasties, the COJUANCOs are quiet billionaires. Their lifestyle is all about understated luxury, with exclusive homes in gated enclaves, first-class travel, and refined tastes in fashion and art. They may not flaunt yachts or sports cars, but their wealth quietly opens every door. The Poe family, Century Pacific Foods. At number 11, we move from pharmacies to pantries, where we find the Poe family. They own Century Pacific Foods, the makers of brands that probably sit in your kitchen right now. We are talking about Century Tuna, Argentina corned beef, 555 sardines, and angel milk. Their net worth is around $1.9 billion. The story began with Ricardo Poe Sr., who built the empire from scratch. Today, his children, led by Christopher Poe, run the company, which has only grown stronger since Ricardo's passing in 2021. Behind the scenes, the family enjoys a life of sheer luxury. The Poe heirs are known for jet-setting across the globe, rubbing elbows with international business leaders, and vacationing in some of the world's most exclusive destinations. Think Mediterranean yacht trips, luxury ski resorts in Switzerland, and summer getaways in Japan and Europe. Their social calendars are filled with charity galas, corporate events, and elite private gatherings where only the ultra-wealthy are invited. Coming up next is a family whose empire started with snacks and soda, but grew into airlines, malls, and even telecoms. The Gokongwei family, JG Summit Holdings. At number 10, we find one of the most inspiring rags-to-riches stories in Philippine business, the Gokongwei family, worth about $4 billion. It all began with the late John Gokongwei Jr., who as a young boy lost his father and was forced to sell goods on the streets of Cebu to support his family. From those humble beginnings, he built JG Summit Holdings, a powerhouse empire that now spans food, real estate, airlines, telecoms, and even energy. Today, his son Lance Gokongwei and his siblings run the empire. Under their leadership, JG Summit owns Cebu Pacific Air, the country's #1 budget airline, and the Universal Robina Corporation, which produces Jack and Jill's snacks, C2 green tea, and many other grocery favorites. The family also owns major stakes in Robinson's Land and PLDT, one of the Philippines' largest telecom providers. In terms of lifestyle, the Gokongwei family is both luxurious and humble. They own luxury homes, fly on private jets when business calls, enjoy designer wardrobes, and send their children to the world's best schools. Despite this, they are known for disciplined, low-key living, which makes their story all the more remarkable. The Consunji family, DMCI Holdings. If the Philippines has a family behind its buildings, it is the Consunjis. Their empire was literally built by the late David Consunji, who became known as the father of Philippine construction. In 1954, he founded DMCI Holdings, a small construction firm that would later shape much of the nation's landscape. DMCI Holdings eventually grew into a conglomerate that builds roads, bridges, power plants, and high-rise buildings. Isidro Sid Consunji and his siblings now keep the legacy alive, expanding into energy and utilities. With a fortune estimated at around $3.8 billion, their wealth is reflected in penthouses with skyline views, sprawling country homes, and a collection of high-end classic cars. The Consunjis are among the billionaires who will remain powerful for generations to come. The Aboitiz family, Aboitiz Equity Ventures. In 8th place is the legendary Aboitiz family, whose wealth is valued at around $3.9 billion. Aboitiz Equity Ventures covers power generation, banking through Union Bank, agribusiness through Pilmico, and land development. Their story goes back more than a century, beginning with Paulino Aboitiz, a Spanish immigrant who settled in Cebu and started trading abaca. From those roots, the Aboitiz clan built the vast Aboitiz Equity Ventures empire we know today. But the family is not only about making money. Through the Aboitiz Foundation, they invest millions into education, community development, and environmental sustainability. This is one reason their name carries so much respect in the business world. Privately, their lifestyle reflects steady growth in luxury. They enjoy island getaways, multi-generational family compounds, and investments in sustainable luxury projects. It is easy to see why the Aboitiz family is so highly regarded. The Tai family, GT Capital Holdings. At number 7 is the Tai family, with an empire valued at around $5 billion. They are the powerhouse behind GT Capital Holdings, a diversified conglomerate with strong interests in real estate, insurance, automotive distribution through Toyota Philippines, and infrastructure. Their story began with the late George Tai, a visionary who understood the Filipino need for a bank they could trust. In 1962, Metro Bank was founded as a result of this vision and grew into one of the largest financial institutions in the Philippines, serving millions of people and businesses nationwide. Under GT Capital Holdings, the Tai family expanded into real estate, insurance, infrastructure, and automotive distribution. Their lifestyle is classic and polished, with private club memberships, international yacht trips, residences in secure enclaves, and art collections that adorn their private halls. The Tai family is not simply sitting on wealth, they are actively moving it. The Ang family, San Miguel Corporation. At number 5, we reach a giant. The Ang family presides over an empire valued at more than $8 billion. The face of this dynasty is Ramon Ang, the longtime president and now key shareholder of San Miguel Corporation, one of Southeast Asia's largest conglomerates. San Miguel began as a brewery in 1890, producing the household name San Miguel Beer. Under Ramon Ang's leadership, it transformed into a massive conglomerate that now controls infrastructure, power, oil, food, beverages, and cement. From toll roads and airports to power plants, chances are San Miguel has a stake. With this empire comes a life of luxury. The Ang family enjoys private jets and residences designed to host dignitaries. On top of that, they are closely tied to high-profile philanthropy, and they are regulars at major sporting and cultural events. If you find their wealth impressive, wait until you see who made it to the top 4. The Villar family, Vistaland and Lifescapes. The Villar family embodies wealth with a fortune estimated at around $9 billion. As leaders in real estate, they have built homes for millions through Vistaland and its brands, which include Camella, Vista Residences, and All Home. Their lifestyle is polished yet grounded, with mansions in gated communities and private schools abroad for the next generation. They also wield strong influence in politics, with Senator Cynthia Villar and other family members actively serving in government. The family is led by Manny Villar, who rose from selling seafood and shrimp as a boy to becoming the richest politician in Philippine history. He once ran for president, and although he lost, his political influence remains strong. His wife, Cynthia Villar, is a senator, and his son, Mark Villar, served as a cabinet secretary. Wealth and power merge in this family, extending their reach from the boardroom to Congress. The Razon family, International Container Terminal Services, Incorporated. At number 3 is the Razon family, with an estimated wealth of $10 billion. Much of this is controlled by one man, Enrique Ricky Razon Jr., known as the Port King of the Philippines. Razon turned International Container Terminal Services, Inc. into a global powerhouse. From Manila to Brazil, Mexico, and Africa, his company operates ports that keep international trade flowing. If global shipping is the lifeblood of commerce, Razon is one of the surgeons keeping it alive. But ports are only the beginning. The Razon Empire also includes casinos and resorts through Bloomberry Resorts, which operates the luxurious Solaire Resort and Casino in Manila. With glitzy casinos, 5-star dining, and world-class entertainment, this is Razon's playground. His lifestyle is bold, featuring grand yachts, elite golf, private islands, and VIP suites in the world's top hotels. Razon is known for mixing bold business risks with extravagant living, while maintaining a reputation for decisive and aggressive deals. The Ayala family, Ayala Corporation. In second place is the Ayala family, one of the oldest and most influential dynasties in the Philippines, with wealth valued at $13 billion. They are responsible for developing Bonifacio Global City and for building companies like Globe Telecom, Ayala Land, and the Bank of the Philippine Islands. Their story goes back more than 185 years, beginning with Domingo Roxas and Antonio de Ayala, two Spanish entrepreneurs who laid the foundation for what would become Ayala Corporation. Today, it is the Philippines' oldest and largest conglomerate, led by brothers Jaime Augusto Zobel de Ayala and Fernando Zobel de Ayala. The Ayala empire spans real estate, banking, telecommunications, utilities, education, and healthcare. Their luxury is refined, with private galleries, philanthropic leadership, historic family estates, and invitations to global policymaking forums. They represent old money, modernized with a forward-looking approach. The Tsai family, SM Group. At the very top sits the Tsai family, the undisputed kings of Philippine wealth, with a net worth exceeding $14 billion. They are the faces behind the SM Group, which includes SM Supermalls, SM Prime, and BDO Unibank, making them the most visible billionaire clan in the country. The empire was founded by Henry Tsai Sr., a Chinese immigrant who arrived in the Philippines with almost nothing. He began by selling shoes in a small shop in Quiapo. That tiny store eventually became Shoe Mart, which grew into SM Supermalls, a chain so vast it redefined the way Filipinos shop. Today, under his children, Teresita, Hans, Herbert, Harley, and Henry Jr., the SM Group controls more than 70 malls in the Philippines and several more in China, along with other powerful businesses. For the Tsai family, luxury is epic in scale. They own private islands, sprawling compounds with heavy security, fleets of luxury cars, and private jets for both business and leisure. Their malls also serve as cultural hubs, hosting concerts, holiday spectacles, and gatherings that strengthen their influence not only economically, but also socially. From shrimp sellers to shoemakers, these powerful dynasties continue to shape the Philippines while enjoying life at the peak of luxury. Which family impressed you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this.